This is the Tarot, Tea Leaf and Oracle forecast for the week of the 28th of January to the 3rd of February 2019. I'm going to start this reading off with something for each of the star signs, then move on to a general forecast for relationships and a general tarot forecast. If you would like a personal or a private reading or one of those amazing soulmate readings, or even to subscribe to your weekly star sign update, please go to my website. The link will be in the description box below. Right, now let's start with that one tea leaf card for each star sign, and like I said, I'll then move on to the tea leaf reading, a general one with tarot and oracle cards, and then a relationship reading for everybody. So first up, Libra, you get rainbow. The most difficult part of the situation is over. Leo, you get sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. Virgo, you get the chair filled. Someone new is entering your life. Scorpio, you get a handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. Aries, the broken bridge. There's an unsuccessful outcome to a problem, so something does not go quite according to plan. Gemini, the beetle says you have good fortune. Taurus, a dark woman. Dealings or relationship with a woman with dark hair or complexion. She's first and foremost in your life this week. Pisces, great happiness for you. Very nice. Cancer, the ladder says you are climbing towards success. Sagittarius, the tiger says doing something risky and taking a chance this week. Aquarius, the flag says do not be tempted to lower your standards. And finally, Capricorn, the egg says success assured with good plans and hard work. If you would like to get the rest of this reading that follows on from the card for your star sign, then please go to the website. You'll see you can subscribe to weekly star sign updates, and they follow on from this card and give you a more of a story, an expansion, as well as relationship cards as well for your particular star sign. The teacup for this week, so I make a cup of tea, and once the tea is poured out of the cup, we have a look at the tea leaves that are left behind, and generally I ask what signs and symbols are there for everyone who will be watching this video this week. So there's probably something for each of you in here. I'll work my way around the cup. It is an incredibly busy cup, as I've been saying in my monthly videos. The teacups at the moment are exceptionally busy, so there are lots of signs and symbols and lots of things going on. I see a B for victory. Definitely victory for somebody who is watching this week. Something you are an endeavor. It usually says victory in some endeavor of your life. I see a seahorse. There's family matters. Next to the seahorse, I see a little wishbone. So that's a wish coming true. And I see an L. Is it somebody to do with the letter L? Definitely there. That's a story. I see a V again. So there is definitely success this week, and another V. There's success this week in something that people have been trying very hard or working at. Most definitely. I see the number 5 very, very clearly. Exceptionally clearly, in fact. Very seldom see numbers quite that clearly, but the number 5 is very, very clear in this cup. So that applies to somebody. Definitely. And there's an arrow pointing downwards underneath the 5, and it points to a tiny little pin. That's interesting. A pin is a new job or career. Okay, I see a lightning bolt as well. So, and below that lightning bolt is a forest. Okay, so for somebody this week, be aware of not losing your temper, because you're not actually seeing the full story. Your thinking is perhaps a little bit clouded. I see an eagle. That means overcoming troubles. And next to that eagle is the number 5. Again. Okay, right. So the number 5 pertains to overcoming troubles and obstacles. Most definitely that is a story for somebody. Right, now I'm going to move on to your tarot and your oracle reading for this week. So the tarot cards that turned up with this teacup, you will see, is the 8 of Fire, the Priest, and the Oracle card was a leg up. Now the 8 of Fire says there's something that's reborn this week, something that's transformed this week. And the Priest speaks about remembering the part of faith in your life, remembering the part of prayer, how important it can be, whatever form prayer takes for you. Okay, that just depends on your personal beliefs and preferences. But this week it's as if prayers can be answered, because the leg up card, oracle card, comes with that, and it transforms your life. And that is very nice news for everybody, isn't it? So if there's something interesting, I said somebody as well, that definitely applies. Somebody's been praying for somebody or genuinely asking. I think this is more about a genuinely heartfelt prayer. However, I say, like I said before, however you do your prayers this week, it's about to be answered. You're about to be given a bit of help in whatever it is you've been deeply and genuinely asking for from the universe, from God, from Spirit, whomever it is that you do your prayers, in whichever way you do your prayers. Relationships this week, for me, these are 3 different themes. One of them possibly applies to you. The first one is you deserve love and go the distance. The message that comes with this quite clearly is that a relationship should be about mutual respect, mutual kindness, mutual understanding. That's not saying it doesn't have its challenges, and sometimes we end up shouting at each other or arguing with each other, whatever the case may be. But underlying all of that is a mutual respect and kindness and understanding of one another, and a willingness to understand each other. And that relationship needs to be able to go the distance. For this week, for some of you that are listening to this, you understand the importance of that in a relationship. It's kind of a slow realization that that is what is important to you from a relationship. That's what you want from a relationship. And with that obviously comes a different way of thinking and a different way of behaving, and possibly a different person you're attracting in the future. The next is codependency and the tribe. And the codependency card says addictions are affecting your romantic life. The tribe speaks about a sense of belonging, finding someone whom you belong to. It's quite interesting because in a way I see this as 3 different themes, but in a way it forms a story too, doesn't it? Because codependency is usually about a sense of fear. So we get a crutch, we get something that holds us up. It can take any form. It can take an addiction to romance. It can take an addiction to relationships. It can take an addiction to substances as well, whatever the case may be. Even to destroying our own relationships, because we are in an effort to recreate a story we experienced in the past. And these fears are usually always based on some experience we had in relationships, either in this life or past lifetime, or even when we were very young and we didn't even understand relationships. This week you realize that perhaps you've been looking for your crutch, you've been looking for your sense of belonging, and it's not amongst your tribe. In other words, you've been looking for that sense of belonging with somebody that could never be your tribe. They don't think like you do, they don't feel like you do, they don't see life the same way you do. Nothing wrong with that. Difference is great, but sometimes we need someone that kind of walks the same path we do. And this week there's a strong possibility you're going to be bumping into that person, or you're going to see that person properly for the first time. You might have met them before, you may even be in a relationship with them, and you suddenly realize that this person is my tribe. I belong with them. They understand me, they're walking the same path as me. Nice that. The final 2 cards is lovely. Now you can see why I say there's almost a continuation of a story here, but they're 3 different themes. Chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here, and regeneration is just that. So this week, the chemistry is reignited in a relationship. Now, chemistry can definitely be the physical, romantic kind, or it can just be that sort of connection you have with someone, that true connection you have with somebody. So this week, that can be rekindled. And it can simply be through realizations that I was speaking about earlier. It can also be that you meet someone this week, or have just recently met someone, you realize, I have a genuine connection with this person. We really like 2 lightning bolts that connect. So where relationships are concerned, I think it's a big week. I don't think it's a big week and there's this huge happening. I think it's a big week where realizations are, and those realizations then will result in big happenings in your life, most definitely. I hope that you enjoyed that reading. If you would like any of those readings I offered at the beginning, the personal, private, soulmate, or subscription to weekly updates for your star sign, please contact me via the links in the description box below. That is via the website. I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking, subscribing, and for those of you that share this video, I truly appreciate it. Those of you that comment, I read every single comment. Thank you very much.